Fox 54 Sports is sponsored by Alpha Insurance.
Good evening and welcome into sports. After 7 seasons at Alabama A&M, Connell Maynor has been relieved of his duties as head football coach of the Bulldogs. Simon Williams recaps the Maynor era.
Connell Maynor had been top dog on the Hill for the last 7 seasons, finishing with a 40-32 overall record and a 28-21 mark in the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Out of 21 all-time head coaches, Maynor finishes with the 5th most games coached and the 8th best winning percentage in program history. But to understand where Maynor leaves this program, it's important to acknowledge where it was when he took over. Prior to Maynor's arrival, the team had 5 straight losing seasons. A&M needed to be competitive, and Maynor turned it around, posting winning records overall and in the SWAC in each of his first 4 seasons. The most notable of that stretch came in the COVID-induced 2020 shortened spring season, where the Bulldogs won all 4 games they played, won the lone conference championship game of his tenure. In that run, running back Jordan Bentley was named SWAC Offensive Player of the Year. Quarterback Akil Glass earned the Deacon Jones Trophy for Black College Football Player of the Year. But since then, the program was never able to take that next step and win the league in a traditional season format. It can't be overlooked that the timing of heightened expectations for A&M came at the same time as Deion Sanders' stint at Jackson State and the surging of new SWAC member Florida A&M under head coach Willie Simmons. After A&M's lone SWAC title, it was either the Tigers or Rattlers who took home the trophy. The league had clearly become top-heavy. Now, if a SWAC title couldn't come back to the Hill, the next best thing would be winning the Magic City Classic, annual rivalry game against Alabama State. After winning the first 4 classics of Connell Maynor's tenure, the Bulldogs lost 3 in a row, including disappointing late-game finishes. Rumors of Maynor's release had swirled around the SWAC for each of the last 2 seasons, so the news isn't necessarily surprising. But when the longest tenured active coach in the league is let go, it's certainly newsworthy.
We plan to speak with Athletic Director Dr. Paul Bryant exclusively this week as far as inquiries with University President Dr. Daniel Wims. A school spokesperson says there are no further comments available. We have, however, talked with 2 people with extensive SWAC and Alabama A&M knowledge. We start with my conversation with Ted Dixie. Good evening. I'm here with Ted Dixie. He is the host of the Alabama A&M Football Review Show right here on Fox 54. Ted, thanks for joining us. Obviously, big news today. Connell Maynor relieved of his duties at Alabama A&M. Did you possibly see this one coming? Do you think when you talked to Coach Maynor just earlier this weekend that he saw this coming?
I'm not a fortune teller, and good evening, Nick, and to the viewers. The deal is if you lose 3 Magic City Classics in a row, it's going to be difficult. This is the state of Alabama, the home of college football, the most knowledgeable college football fans in the nation. When that happens, you can kind of see the writing on the wall.
Obviously, the 2021 spring season is really the highlight. It's winning those 5 games, winning a SWAC championship, just the 2nd ever in school history on the football side. It's also winning an HBCU national title. What do you remember about that 2021 season?
First thing is that the discipline that the team showed, the following protocols. Every last one of them, I love them to death. They got me a championship ring. I love it. I got a photograph holding the championship trophy after we won. And one thing I know is that Coach Connell Maynor is the last coach in the conference to beat Deion Sanders, so there you have it.
The university, the athletics department needs to start looking ahead as to who the next head coach of the Bulldogs will be. Is there any candidates in your mind who you think should be the top of A.D. Bryant's list?
Well, I'm a big spender. I believe in the business of sports, especially college sports. You have to spend money. You have to go with a guy that's well recognized, had a good program down at FAMU. That's Willie Simmons, who's now running back coach at Duke. It's going to cost you. But if you're going to change coaches, as people approach us, in this business, well, we need to change coaches. Well, who are you going to get? And how much are you willing to pay for?